A historic week for crypto. Historic pump in the market this week, too. Gosh darn. XRP. It's nuts. Ethereum. It's nuts. We got a lot of charts to cover. We got a lot of news to cover. We're going to get straight into this. Big things happening in the crypto space right now. It's absolutely bonkers nuts. Check this out. All three crypto bills passed the House: Clarity Act, Genius Act, and the Anti-CBDC Act. The Genius Act now heading to President Trump's desk for signing tomorrow afternoon at the White House. It's here. It's happening. Stablecoin clarity is here. Crypto clarity is here. The USA is going all in on crypto, baby. It's massive. Literally, you're going to see trillions of dollars in stable coins come on chain. Why? Because the banks, the big banks, people like Bank of America, Citibank, these guys have literally talked about issuing out their own effing stable coins. Okay? We're literally going to have the biggest financial institutions in the world issuing out their own gosh darn stable coins. That of trillions of stable coins combined with tens of trillions of real world assets thought to come on chain in the next few years, we're going to have so much money in crypto, it's going to be absolutely bonkers crazy. And yeah, okay, just because somebody puts their house on chain doesn't mean they're going to take a mortgage versus their house for dog coins. Except they are. You know they are. You know they are. Come on, man. I got a second mortgage on my house and bought, $500,000 of dog coins. Genius. Fuck. It's going to be crazy, man. These are big things. This is really exciting and really good news. And I also think, could this potentially see some kind of a buy the rumor, sell the news play out over the next few days? This is a pretty big monumental moment. I would not be surprised to see after this epic run we've had this week if some things start consolidating, chilling out a little bit. Some things will keep breaking out too. I mean, we've got such momentum in the market right now. People are very excited. People are aping into stuff, but I still wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a chill out after these bills get passed. Let's see. Still, though, all the big stuff happening. It's just too much. It's too much going on, man. It's nuts. According to the Financial Times, the Don is currently preparing to sign an executive order this week to open up $9 trillion U.S. in retirement market, specifically 401k plans to crypto, gold, and private equity investments. Oh, my God. It's so stupid. The amount of money coming in is so stupid. You have no idea. This is insane. This is the most pro-crypto administration ever in the history of anywhere in the world. And whether you like Donald Trump or not, you got to look at it and go, damn, this dude's doing some stuff for crypto, man. Holy cow. Holy cow. Between those bills, this kind of stuff, rumors going around that Donald Trump's going to push forward an exemption for crypto purchases like under $600 or something like that will be tax-free. Crazy stuff is happening, man. And this is it's just rocket fuel for the cryptocurrency market. Now, currently, Bitcoin's just chilling up here around $119,000. I can already see the dude. Stop typing. I see you. Stop typing it in the comment section. But look, if all this great stuff is happening, why is Bitcoin at not $1 million right now? We're at $120,000. Okay, 119. We're at $119,000, man. What more do you guys want sometimes? I swear. Very exciting. Bitcoin's currently consolidating after its nice move up. That's fantastic. We can continue consolidating. If you see a move back down to the 20-day EMA at $114,000, that's probably a buy if you're trading Bitcoin, okay? And if you see a pullback to 116 approximately, the candle low from the other day, probably also an interesting area to watch for Bitcoin. Guys, if you're trading these markets, I know you're trading these markets. You need a good place to do that at. I'm doing most of my trading these days over on BitUnix, okay? You probably heard me mention it once or twice before. If you're new to the channel, that's where I'm doing most of my trading. And guess what? It's a no KYC, no VPN exchange, meaning you can trade with freedom. It doesn't matter what country you live in. You can trade on BitUnix. Anyone, anywhere. It's pretty cool. Long the rips, short the dips. They got deep liquidity on all the big coins. They got your exotic dog coins, all that kind of stuff you guys love trading. Plus, right now, exclusive bonus, limited time offer, okay? They've got a crazy deposit campaign going on. You put in $1,000, you get $200 back. You put in $2,000, they put $400 cash money back in your pocket. That's nuts. Plus, they've got an insane trading bonus right now, up to $9,000 in bonuses. Basically, the more you trade, the more cash money goes back into your account. It's pretty nuts. Go check it out. Links right down here in the description. Plus, it's just awesome. Check it out. Great exchange. You can see my current trades open. My Pepe trade currently in the red. It's fine. It's fine. I've got a giant Pepe spot position, but I'm trying to run a nice little trade here on Pepe 3x leverage long here as well. Let's see if it can manage to keep it up over the weekend. If not, well, we're going to get stopped out for a small loss there. Solana position currently in nice profits. I'm hoping we can really let that run for a while here. That if any pullbacks come from any buy the rumor, sell the news effect over the next few days, that it's not going to be significant enough to stop this position out. I think we're getting enough sort of runway now that we can maybe leave this open for a while here until we see the market finding a next local top at least. Anyway, go check it out. Link down below in the description. BitUnix is awesome. You love it. So, XRP, damn. We got up here to 366, man. Starting to see a little pullback. Now, my take profit for this is at $4. Okay, so XRP, anytime you want to finish the pump here and go up to $4, that would be fantastic, buddy. Thank you very much. But look, not much to say about XRP right now. We did a video breaking down the price action in more depth for you yesterday. Maybe we see a big consolidation here before pushing higher again to that sort of 440 level, which is the breakout target from this triangle. But gosh darn, man, what an absolutely epic run. Just one for the record books. But XRP pumps, man, it just goes super bonkers crazy, which is exactly what it's done right here. I mean, goodness gracious. I would not be jumping into a long here in XRP personally. I mean, you're going to long something that's just done that. The long opportunity was down here at the breakout, okay? But just celebrate the win for now and enjoy looking at a beautiful chart. It's getting real frothy out there, guys. This is going to be the stupidest, craziest cycle you've ever seen yet because all these freaking companies, man, what are they doing? We have treasury companies launching. I saw one for Litecoin today, $100 million. Check out this. BitOrigin secures $500 million. Fucking buy Dogecoin, man. Let's go. Yes. Oh my God. The amount of degeneracy happening right now with all these companies buying crypto for their treasuries is crazy. Zombie companies are coming out left, right, and center. Look, a couple of these I think are pretty good bets. I'm personally invested in SharpLink Gaming. I'm personally invested, backed by Joe Lubin on Ethereum. I'm personally invested in BitMine, Tom Lee, Wall Street Legend backing that. But man, some of this stuff we're seeing right now is pretty bonkers crazy, man. A $500 million treasury for Dogecoin. Guys, what's going on? This is 100% the toxic liquidity of the cycle, just like Grayscale was last cycle. This is what's going to pump the prices of crypto coins to the absolute effing moon and then bring us down to the depths of Hades later on. But that's for later us to worry about, man. I remember the Dalai Lama. Read this book one time by the Dalai Lama. Said a lot of our suffering comes from things that we focus on in the past and things that we focus on in the future that have not happened yet. Don't worry about the fact that all this toxic liquidity is going to come crashing down at some point in the future. Just be here now and enjoy the fact that it's going to pump all of our coins to the effing moon before we have a horrific crash later on. But that's a later us problem. Ride the wave, man. Just don't get smashed on the coral reef, okay? Dogecoin having a nice breakout currently now. If you're interested in trading Dogecoin, here are my thoughts on it currently. The breakout looks very interesting. 200-day EMA, okay? You can see this purple line on the chart right here. That is the 200-day EMA. This orange box, this is an area of significant price resistance, price support. Previously, we broke that at the same time we broke the 200-day EMA. Orange line on the chart here. This one right here, okay? That downtrend line, okay? So we broke the downtrend line, key support resistance line, and the 200-day EMA all at the same time. We have come up to a first major point of resistance. That's the top orange box on the chart here. That top orange box, previous price resistance are back here in May, okay? So that's around around 25 cents approximately. So currently we're seeing the candle pushing right up into that resistance zone. So if you want to trade Dogecoin and if you've missed the move so far, currently I don't think there's a trade, okay? If you missed the breakout, I didn't catch the breakout on Dogecoin, but if you missed the breakout, now we have to watch for the next step, okay? So longing here into resistance is probably not the greatest idea. If you're going to get a rejection somewhere, it's going to be right here at this 25 cent zone. But the good news is if you can actually get the price to go over that zone and push beyond 26 cents, then there's a trade, and this probably breaks out significantly higher, potentially even running back up to these highs back here in December, okay, around 48.50 cents. So potentially a 100% gain if the trade works out in our favor. But right now, the entry I would look for would either be a retest down here around like 21 cents, okay, or a breakout of 26 cents. You can put a trigger order in to buy at 26 cents and try to ride it up, or watch for a rejection and try to buy a retest down here, okay? That would be, in my mind, where you'd want to watch this for, okay? Ethereum, new paradigm money vibes for ETH right now. BlackRock files to add stake into its Ethereum ETF, and you know what? When BlackRock wants something, guess what? They have to get it, because it's BlackRock, man. Back when BlackRock launched a Bitcoin ETF, it's like, oh, we're getting a Bitcoin ETF now because BlackRock wants it. And BlackRock's going to get what they want. BlackRock wants staking on their Ethereum ETFs. BlackRock's going to get staking on their Ethereum ETFs. This is going to be big. It's going to drive even more interest. And here's the crazy thing. This week, and again, I was someone who criticized heavily the fact that there were almost no inflows to Ethereum ETFs back in like February, March. It was dead, absolutely dead. We saw like days where like, we'd be like, yay, $1 million came in. Holy shit, this week we've had almost $2 billion. Now, we don't have the data for Friday yet. Obviously, Friday's just happening. But the fact that we've had almost $2 billion already this week is insane. This is Wall Street front-running, knowing that we have the Ethereum ETF staking coming, knowing that when ETH breaks out to new all-time highs, it's going to run really hard. All that kind of stuff, okay? That's all happening right now. Very, very exciting for ETH right now. Great move. Glad I got back into ETH. Nice spot bag. Nice long trade. So great. We all love ETH again. Fantastic. The dev listened. Okay. The Ethereum Foundation listened. The devs listened. They are pushing through necessary upgrades, and Wall Street's paying attention, which is probably the big thing, is that we have SharpLink Gaming, that we have BitMine, that we have other companies making ETH strategic treasury things, and we have ETF inflows, which of course is the most important, one of the most important factors here. So big money is chasing ETH right now. Check this out. SBET, Eric Connor was saying this, SBET to buy $5 billion more in Ethereum. That's 1.436 million at the current prices. It would take the Ethereum network 2.5 years to produce that much new ETH supply. That, by the way, would give SBET, if it kept an MNAV of 2, would give SBET a market cap of like probably $12 billion. So it's about a 6x or so from here. We also have this. Tom Lee wants to acquire 5% of all ETH in circulation. So that's for the BitMine company, BMNR stock. Again, I own both these stocks. But these guys are buying shit tons of ETH. So BitMine currently only holds 0.25% of the supply. They're going to have to buy 20 times more ETH to have 5% of all the ETH in circulation. And that's just from that one company. ETH supply at 9-year low on exchanges. SharpLink's buying. Other treasury companies are buying. The Wall Street ETFs are buying record amounts of ETH. Finally, price is pumping, $3,650. Let's effing go, man. Beautiful, intense strength here from ETH. This is the thing. When we break out, we tend to break out super hard. Okay, we had this big consolidation zone here, so it's running really hard right now. Watch for 4K. Okay, watch for 4K now. 4K becomes probably the next really big milestone. If we're going to get a rejection somewhere or see a major cooling off, a consolidation for at least a few damn days, maybe a few weeks, watch for that to be around the 4K mark, okay? Key, ETH, Beta, Pepe still has not broken out adequately. Come on, Pepe Frog, let's go, man. Let's go. Frog to the moon. Let's do it. Come on. I still think it's, if you want to enter that trade, probably now is still a decent risk-reward opportunity for entering into a Pepe trade, okay? It's still at this area where it's attempting to break out beyond this key resistance, okay? And you can set the stop loss relatively close here, because if it rejects here, it doesn't take much to get out of a rejection of this resistance breakout, okay? And if it breaks out, it's going to break out real hard, real fast, okay? Solana also, weekly chart here. I think the weekly is very interesting right now. We can zoom in on the daily too, but I think the weekly tells you a very interesting story that right now, this very moment, we are attempting a major weekly breakout of a critical area of price control, which is $175, okay? So what we want to see now for Solana is for us to end a weekly candle above 175, above this orange line. Let's see if it can do it. If it does, man, retesting at least previous highs around $300 could come a lot sooner than people think, especially with ETFs on the way. Bonk, by the way, key, let's say Solana beta right now, cooling off after an epic run. Now, how much it cools off is remaining to be seen. Pump Fun has let's say, cooled significantly right back to ICO price, basically. So if you missed the ICO, well, I guess you have a chance to buy it again. Bonk has cooled off a little bit after its big run. I'd watch for a bigger cool off personally if you're looking for a spot position here. Let's see how it plays out over the next few days and weeks, though. Anyway, that's it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, I appreciate your time and hope that I provided value for you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you back in the next one. Peace.